Welcome everyone to the Real Whovians cast. I am your host, Matrix Lloyd 212. I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello, all.
All right, so we got some messages from Twitter that I really want to bring up because I got really heated. I hate when people talk shit and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about concerning Doctor Who, concerning me. So this person had put me in a category.
Oh, God.
Now, and let's not confuse it. This guy named Matt, with these eyes, Mr. Whalen, whatever with eyes, whatever he is. He said I'm part of a category called Not My Doctor. Now, that's not to be confused with what Yvette has.
Yeah.
There's a group on Twitter called Not My Doctor Who. Now, to me, they reached out to me, and I said I don't want to be a part of anything to do with their petitions or anything.
Yeah.
And I had a conversation saying that it's like they're spreading hate. Now, the one thing that bothers me is that people, keyboard warriors out there that don't know what the fuck they're talking about, okay? Stop making false fucking accusations without even watching my videos. Now, here's the thing. I learned recently that people that see me on Twitter, right, it's the weirdest phenomenon. They don't just click onto YouTube and watch me. So they just stay on Twitter. And they just stay on Twitter. And they just stay on Twitter. And they don't go anywhere else.
They just remain on the
Twitter
fan.
So they have no idea that I'm doing videos about this constantly. They don't watch my stuff.
Yeah.
And they're talking to me, telling me about my content. And they don't watch my stuff. So this guy, this is what pisses me off. So this guy, Matt, and he's got like this thing with the robotic arm or something like this.
Yeah.
Or whatever in his thing. He goes, your entire attempt at a YouTube channel is videos of you trying to take credit for leaks, which have proven themselves to be completely untrue and sprouting the same crap as the Not My Doctor cult. First of all, he says, get a life. Now, first of all, I love it when I prove people wrong and make them look like they're a bunch of freaking idiots. Right. So I basically said, okay, so I have 9,002 videos, right? So you're saying
that happened 2, 3, 4 years ago?
What that?
Is he pointing to the one that you got wrong like 2 to 4 years ago? Is that
no.
The one he's trying to?
He's saying that the majority of my channel, majority, mind you, right? That's over 50%. Majority of my channel is talking about Doctor Who and making fake things with Doctor Who. Now, so I pointed it out to him. Oh, I'm sorry. We have like 2,100 and some odd videos of the Everything Show. And we have like hundreds of other casts. And I have thousands of other videos with comic book reviews and me walking. So I'm sorry. You're a liar. No, don't do that. I proved you wrong. 1. 2, I shared the post that I told the Not My Doctor Who, where I said, I'm sorry, I can't part of your group. You're spreading hate. And the guy said, what are you talking about? And I basically showed one little picture of that. Okay. So 2, you're a liar. Flat out. Proved that wrong. Then he said, I hate Jodie Whittaker. I don't like Jodie Whittaker. No.
You did. I'm granted. You weren't a fan of her when she first started.
Before she started, I was pissed with the review. I was pissed with the reveal, and it took 450 casts. But before she started as Doctor Who, when I saw the clip, I liked her, and I liked her since Series 11. So you're not watching my stuff, Matt. So you're full of shit, Whalen, whatever your name is, and you're promoting bullshit on Twitter. Again, defamation, garbage. With me, just like people have said to other people. So I proved you wrong, I don't know how many times. And then what happens is he says to me a thing, no one cares, and then he blocks me because he got defeated. So I basically said that thing, come in here, come in the cast now. Because obviously, You want to make false accusations. I proved you wrong. Here's your
And then
forum.
you're
Come in.
because you got proven
Let's
wrong.
go. Let's go. Don't talk shit. And then when you're proven wrong, you block. So, one,
he basically gave you a drive-by.
So you need to give me an apology, one. Two, if you're not going to give me an apology, then I proved you wrong. You're a liar. Okay? Prove that you're a liar. I should show your name on here to show you starting shit, but I'm not going to do that. Wheelan, whatever your name is, whatever. But don't start shit. Don't be a keyboard warrior. Don't try to make a name for yourself at my expense. Okay? Here's the thing. Nobody wants Doctor Who canceled. No. I don't want Doctor Who canceled. You don't want it canceled, right?
No, I want it to go on for another 50, 60, however many years.
Correct. So, and here's the thing. We were the first to cover the China deal. We were the first to cover the HBO Max thing. So don't lie, and then look at my videos. How many times when I'm right, Scott, do I shove it in these haters' faces?
Yeah,
right. They don't like
when they start looking out of the woodwork. That proves that you were right or we were right.
They're pissed. They're pissed that I'm right. Okay.
Because they
here's the thing, right?
Pull the wool over their listeners' eyes.
Right. Look, we know that Doctor was paid for, right? We know that Series 13 is paid for, but there is a factor. Ratings is a factor eventually, because what happens is the way it's dropping so low, right, Scott? It's dropping way low than I ever expected it to be when I made a comment about the ratings, right? Because I said, oh, it's paid for, don't want, right? No. If it gets super low, the BBC will cancel it. And it doesn't matter what deal you have.
Yeah.
It's the BBC show. It won't be on. It won't have a deal. It'll cancel any contracts out. The biggest example of this is Walking Dead, how AMC said for 10 years Walking Dead's going to be around. Don't worry about it. Then we got the ratings in for season 9. Then we got the ratings in for first half of series 10, season 10. And now all of a sudden it's coming out, well, Walking Dead may end in season 12.
And didn't we say that could happen?
Yes. And it's all about the ratings. Okay? Ratings will affect it. Ratings will cancel the show. So they may bow out and say, oh, we're ending it now, guys. But the ratings were a factor. They want to get their Rick Grimes movies out and everything else, and everything.
I think that's what they're trying to do. Is they're trying to hold off till the Grimes movie comes out, and then.
Right, there's 3 Grimes movies, and the spinoff used to be a full series. Now it's not. Now it's a limited series because they losing faith in the brand. So Doctor Who is in trouble. And here's another thing: we've had people that started wars with me, right? That just say, "Don't worry about it, everybody. The ratings are great. Everything. Let's party. Doctor Who's great. Oh, it's fabulous. Now they're coming out, they're making the video, they're sad, they're like, you know what? Just, watch Doctor Who while you have it because it's going to be gone. What the hell is that all about? All of a sudden, right? All of a sudden they're talking, don't worry about it and everything. Meanwhile, the plane's coming crashing down.
No tomorrow.
Right. The plane is coming crashing down. And they're all of a sudden now, fucking miserable, right? Here's the thing, right? Please don't believe these fucking people that are fucking bullshitting you, okay? If the ratings are tumbling, Doctor Who is done, okay? It doesn't matter what contracts you have. If it gets so bad, we've seen BBC cancel shows regardless of what deals they have, okay? We've seen BBC having an attitude problem with stars on the show and the show getting canceled like Top Gear, and then they want them to go wherever they went, right? So like, don't think it's the ego of the BBC. It's not the friggin', don't think for 1 minute that they won't cancel Doctor Who. Don't be ignorant.
Okay, this is what I hope would happen. Okay, this is what could happen, basically, I should say, instead of hope. The ratings drop to such an extent, and they start looking at the storylines that are being presented. I'm thinking, okay, maybe we may have to change our storyline up.
Right.
Then they start thinking, okay, he's the showrunner. The guy's the showrunner, and he's approving this stuff. So let's put him on. I don't want to say kick him off, but let's put him on probation, basically.
How are you going to put him on? He's a showrunner, Doctor Who.
Just a handful of things, but we have a stand-in showrunner.
How are we going to put a showrunner on probation? You got to fire.
And then, if things still don't improve, that's when they kick the showrunner off. Whether they keep the interim, who's to say? But they find a new showrunner. Then it's up to him to decide whether he wants to keep Jody or not. Which I hope he does. I hope he does.
You know for a fact they can't embarrass the showrunner like that where they make him just stay on the side and have another showrunner. It's either you get fired or you don't get fired.
Yeah.
So it's not like that.
They would try to, honestly, they would try to work it out because they're coming close to the 60th. And they want to at least try to keep things looking all, I don't want to say squeaky clean, but
the 60th is happening. We know it's happening.
Enough leeway to just get us to the 60th, and then we can at least decide after that. 100%.
Well, we're getting to the 60th. That's paid for.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I'm just saying they want to at least try to keep Chibnall till the 60th, and then it's like, okay, you're gone. Yeah,
but you know what though? You're gone, but the show's going to be gone because it's not a commission pass.
That's the sad thing.
So you're going to have like a 5-year break or a 10-year break. You know what I'm saying? Like, so here's the thing. My point is that stop believing the bullshit. Okay.
Exactly.
I'm a Doctor Who fan forever, and I don't want it to get canceled again, like it was, right? But don't believe the bullshit. There are fans out there. Look, everybody's a Whovian, right?
You get your stuff.
Everybody's a Whovian, right? I'm a Whovian. The other guys are Whovian. These people are so putting bullshit out that everything is fine with the ratings, and it's not fine. Now they're in panic mode because guess what? That person's channel is all about Doctor Who and nothing else. Their channel is done. So he has, we're talking about freedom. He has 3 years to make a decision on what he's going to put on his channel because Doctor Who's not going to be on after that, right? So he has nothing else but Doctor Who. So now he's in panic mode because he didn't make a backup plan at all.
Yeah.
Where we have the Everything Show, the Horror Cast,
and all these other shows.
We have Freestyle Cast. We have all these different podcasts.
At least, I mean, even though, granted, we love Doctor Who, we love
my favorite.
But even we go, okay, we need to step back.
We have a backup plan.
Show every now and then.
Right. We have different shows besides Doctor Who. Besides Doctor. Now, we may be talking mostly about Doctor Who.
Yeah.
But there are times where we do like 4 Everything shows in a day. We've been talking Everything Show when Doctor Who's off air, and we're doing everything shows every freaking minute of the day. For like months and a year and whatever. So when Doctor Who is off the air, like, until it comes back, and there's no news, we'll be doing the Everything shows, the Horror Cast, the Freestyle Cast, gaming stuff, like everything. All kinds of different casts we have. We have a whole, this week, this is a channel. And with a channel, you have to have things for all your different audience members. You have to have all kinds of entertainment. I see this as like a channel, like a TV channel. So you're not going to just see stuff on Doctor Who. You're going to see stuff on superheroes. You're going to see stuff on comics. You're going to see everything. There's a whole bunch of stuff. So giving people the content, different type of content. But my first love is Doctor Who. Everybody knows that. But again, I'm not going to lie to you. And because I'm being honest, people see that as negative. It's not negative. I'm just saying that I don't want to cancel. So if you got to fire Chibnall, fire Chibnall. Did I say Jody? No.
If it's not working, if it's not working, and you find out that the person who you've got as the showrunner is bringing the show down, then get rid of it.
Now, I never said anything about Jody. Get rid of this guy's not even watching my videos.
No,
I don't know how many times. I don't know how many friggin' times I say that I like Jody. Right? Like, pay attention. Don't know what you're saying before you open your mouth, because you look like a damn idiot when you start tweeting like that. And then it's, Matrix Launch, picking on me, and then you block. And then you block. No, you're defeated. Next. Like, really. So, unbelievable. So, let's see if we can get anybody in here, because this is getting me upset. Look. The commission date is 2023. That's it. BBC is not expanding it. They are, unless the ratings change dramatically, they will not extend the date. That means Doctor Who is canceled after the 60th. That's it. That's it. The cast that we made 5 months ago, a year ago, they're all true. The final Doctor Who story would be the 60th. Because that's the one thing they're not going to screw up is the 60th. So, they're going to put that out there. I don't know what they're going to do with it. Obviously, Chibnall's going to write it. But there you go.
Hey
Hello.
guys,
Hello.
I just sent you a brand new theory
Can't
that
hear you.
I
blew
saw
my
that.
mind away. So worth watching after this.
Hey,
What
traveler.
do you mean? I thought we were going to watch it during the Real Whovians cast here.
Oh, you?
I can't hear you, Yvette.
Another YouTuber.
Yvette, I can't hear you. Scott, do you hear her?
Hello?
Scott,
Can you hear
I can
me?
hear her.
I can't hear her.
Can't hear me.
Drop
I
it.
can't
Do it. Drop out and come back in.
Me
Yvette.
drop
I had to
out?
do the same thing.
You want me to drop out?
No, no.
Okay.
Yvette.
You
Okay.
can hear her, but I
Okay.
can't hear her.
That's what I had to do.
Now I hear you. Wait, hello?
Okay, hang on.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
You can hear me now.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
You got the floor.
Yeah, I just sent you guys a new theory that a YouTuber's done that is absolutely fascinating. So watch it
Really?
after this. Yeah,
It's
really
good.
interesting. And one that hadn't occurred to me, which should have occurred to us, Joe, but we
Really?
didn't go down that route. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So it's worth looking at.
Okay. So I have a question for you.
Anyway.
I mean, obviously, we got the lowest ratings ever, right? I mean, am I wrong about that with the last
No, you're
episode?
right. You're right. You're right.
And we've had people that were never panicking before and now panicking. People that were 100% are now like,
Oh god.
shoot, 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 with the violin. So, hey, at the end of the day, we're all Whovians, right?
Yeah.
People could start Whovian 2 wars, but if there's no Doctor Who around, you know, I don't know why you start a war with me and the show's not even going to be around anymore. Which I want it to be around, mind you. But
Yes.
Of course, we all want it to stay on the air. It's just getting through this. I mean, to be honest with you, Joe, I want the ratings to drop low as possible, as soon as possible, because Chibs will have to be fired.
right.
That's what. Yeah.
In theory, it would have to be that way, right?
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
This guy on Twitter pissed me off. He was like saying, now, again, there's two different organizations, not to be confused with the other. Now, there is a group on Twitter, you know of it, that they took the name, Not My Doctor Who, right? Or Not My
not my
Doctor.
doc.
Not My Doctor. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
This group, which I thought was a hate group, right? Now, this person contacted me. I said, look, dude, I don't want to have anything to do with your campaigns. I don't have anything to do with your group. You know, it looks like you're spreading hate. I'm not all about that. No thanks. Now, this guy on Twitter, keyboard warrior, Matt, I guess his name is Mr. Whalen or whatever his name is, basically talked shit saying that I'm like, you know, like this group. I'm not part of that group at all, okay? In fact, why would you put me in that category if I said I liked you? I mean, that's stupid, first of all. That's dumb. So you're obviously not watching my shit. So I don't like shit disturbers, and I don't like people doing fake news and making fake shit out there about me, trying to defame me, just like we got people that are trying to defame other YouTubers. All right? So you were defeated. You blocked me. Go away. Okay? You got defeated. You're gone. Goodbye. You blocked yourself. You blocked yourself.
Joe, send Neil a link. He's about.
You know who he is?
Yeah, Neil's around.
Oh, send Neil a link. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me get him in here. 1 second.
Yeah, we were just.
If I message him, I have to come out of this now.
Hold on, where is he? Hold on.
Uh-oh. I'm going to get demonetized. I'm eating a cookie.
Oh, no. I got demonetized for that, remember? They don't like it when you eat cookies on the air. Okay. All right,
Are
so let me
you kidding me?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely. We got demonetized for eating cookie. We got demonetized for saying ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. Oh, yeah. I proved that algorithm like totally just sucks. Yes.
Doesn't it ever?
All right, so where is he?
Way off.
Why is my thing not working? My internet's not working. I mean, it's poor Scott was waiting for like what? How long?
But just a couple of minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was probably an hour, Scott.
Oh, that. Yeah, yeah. I thought you were talking about
All right. So
I thought he had to go into work, and that's why it was.
no, I think they're doing work or something, but it got fixed. Okay,
How
so
you feeling, Joe?
better.
you
Thank
feeling?
you. Better. I have to work tonight overnight, so
No.
yeah. So let me just. Where is Neil?
Drop him a message saying Yvette's on here.
I'm trying to find him. Where are you? You know, it's kind of weird when you have a whole group of like over 50 people. 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
I get you. You know what? Could I give you the link and you copy and paste it to him?
Yeah, I'll have to come out and go back in though because I'm on my phone.
Okay, wait.
Here, let me copy the thing and send it to you.
I got it. Wait.
Okay.
I got him.
You got it.
Yeah, you know what I'm doing. It's hard when you're doing middle doing a kiss, but I got it. Okay. We're good now. I think he got it. All right. Yay! I can multitask. All right. Yes, ratings do matter, people, because if it's super in the toilet, they're not paying for it, or then they're gonna, whatever. So.
Well, they're under extreme scrutiny. I was going to send you an article, actually. I will do. I'll send it to you from Sky News app. Boris Johnson, our Prime Minister, has so much distaste for the BBC. He's decriminalising, at the very least, he's going to decriminalise licence fees if people don't pay, which basically is the same as cancelling them, because the minute it's decriminalised, no one's going to pay for it.
No.
What he wanted to do before he managed to get the majority when he was in a coalition, he wanted to the BBC. Basically, they wouldn't when Brexit went through the other day. It was being filmed in number 10 by their own people, obviously for security reasons, but the BBC refused to air it. So they're not helping themselves at all, because our government will just take them down, literally.
It's like Nancy Pelosi ripping up the transfer.
Yeah.
Well, they put the price of the TV licenses up, which I told you about.
What was the meaning for that in the first place?
They're hiring 450 people to streamline the news channel. They're over 75 got free TV licenses. As of June, they'll be charging the over 75s license fees again. So Boris Johnson is fuming, and he's basically, there was an article in Sky News today saying, at the very least, if we get it decriminalised, then it won't matter.
What was the whole point of having this TV licenses in the first place? Was it so they didn't have to worry about having commercials in between shows, or what?
Yeah, I mean, the BBC was the first ever channel in the UK, and people paid for it. I mean, we didn't have advertisements around then. There weren't particularly advertisements around then anyway. It works out at £3.6 million that we pay into the BBC. That's the people who pay it.
Wow.
And that's not a small amount of change.
No,
I know it's huge, but for the BBC, by annoying our Prime Minister on several levels, who doesn't like them anyway, he's going to do everything. He said, the very least, the OAPs, which is what we call old age pensioners, will not be paying. So as of June, when that comes into effect, I presume by then he'll have put a new law through, either decriminalising the payment of it, which would work for everyone in the UK.
Wow.
So there you go. I will fire that off to you. I meant to fire it off to you this morning, and you, Scott, just to keep you interested in that side of it, obviously.
That should be,
because it's all connected to the BBC.
Now, I have a question for you, Yvette. How much will the ratings drop, do you think, before they would actually sack Chris Chibnall?
I don't know.
Here's what I think. I think now we know the ratings are probably gonna like get better for the Cybermen.
That's what they're waiting for. They're waiting for the Cybermen and Daleks.
Possibly, but there are a lot of very angry people right now on both sides of the fandom, pro Jodies and sort of the classic fans, if I can call them that. I mean, we're all Whovians, but on both sides of the arguments of the fence are both angry at that episode that Chris Chibnall has said, well, you may he actually said in one article, you may never actually find out where she came from. I mean,
that's
if you know, it's like I'm reading. It's like he's trying to destroy Doctor Who, literally.
Right.
And they've got to. I mean, they will be starting to pay attention now. Right now, they are, because they would not have rehashed that episode and squeezed John Barrowman in and released it 2 days
They
before.
they wanted to bring something to the show to perk it up.
About ratings, and someone's had that done. That was not Chibbs's idea, I'm telling you now. Right? Because that was an episode he'd already done, and then he'd had to go back, and this is what all the reshoots are. We're going to see more of that. I'm sure of it.
All he did is they probably shot it without Chibnall. I mean, without Barrowman.
Well, Barrowman said that Chibnall. Hold on a second.
Barrowman and boom.
Barrowman said that Chibnall called him up, so I don't know about that.
Maybe not, but Chibnall may have been told to do that.
Okay.
You know, it wasn't planned for the episode.
Right.
So, you know, oh God, I've got an echo now. So it's, you know, you can look at it 2 ways. If Chibbs said, oh yes, John Barrowman said, oh yeah, Chibbs rang me directly to invite me on. Yeah, maybe he did. But I'm
Where is
sure
that Neil? I don't
okay
see Neil, but here is Philip. Else. Hello, Philip.
Hey, Phil.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Yvette. Hello, Mr. Blindy. I can't even say that word. Hello. What's going on then?
Well, we're just trying to discuss the ratings deal. Anything you know?
I think a tax one would be easier to understand.
What was that rating? That a rating for Praxis 3.9?
Holy shit!
I thought it was. Yeah, it's low.
It was 3 point something on the overnights,
I
but
think you're going to be tossing plastic into the ocean.
You know what is so disheartening about that episode is it could have been a really good one if they'd used the Sea Devils.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know
Because
why
it would have made so much more sense to everyone because they live under our sea and they're complaining.
Yeah,
definitely.
All right.
Just like turning to the center of the toilet turd. That would have done a lot better if they involved the Dream Lord. That would have gone. It may have been a better episode.
Oh, if they knew a reset button, it would have probably did great too. I mean, you know, right?
Yes, G-Devil should have been.
Guys, gonna have to shoot in a second. I'm sorry.
All right, you can drop out and come back.
Is that all right? I'm sorry, guys.
No, drop out. Yeah, drop out. Yep.
That's
if you're still on, I'll come back in. All right. Bye.
Okay.
All right. So,
anything
going on?
They should have went with the Sea Devils with this last one. If they still wanted to call it Praxeus, as maybe let's say it's some sort of ailment that's affecting him, but not have the thing that looked like Tim Shaw. Fine.
Yeah.
Right. What do you take? What's your take on it, Philip?
On Praxeus?
On the ratings, how we should feel.
Ratings. I don't. You said now the thing I have an issue with the ratings. If they were positive, people would be going, "Yay! The ratings mean everything. They look how good they are." Just because they're low, people are having to go at people saying, "Oh, people are fighting over the ratings because they're saying, oh, because it's like that low, you're just shitting on Doctor Who because it's that low." It's not the case. If people aren't watching it on TV at the time, it just means that no one's interested in watching it.
Right. Well, look at the people that were always about the ratings are good and good and good. Now all of a sudden they're like, oh, you know, love it while it's here because it made up. It's probably not going to be here forever. And it's like, wow, defeatist. What the hell is
You know
going
what?
on there?
All this scaremongering is getting to people, and that's why you're getting that. It's just building and building, and where can you go with that? But
Well, why can't you just find fault with what's going wrong with Doctor Who and call
If
it
they
out
do
on it?
that,
Right?
then that means it'll make it seem as though they're not 100% behind
come
the
on.
show.
What's the point of licking?
They're so accustomed to be this, praise the great Chibnall. He can never do wrong. And it's pretty much one of these Emperor's New Clothes type of attitude.
I mean, the problem with Doctor Who at present, I mean, as much of the script writing is to blame, it's also the choice of people that you've got for script writing. You've got people that they're not au fait with Doctor Who lore, and so they're known for other things other than Doctor Who. You don't get that sort of writing. You get writers that know what they're writing about with Doctor Who, not these. I know you're giving people a springboard to showcase what they can do. That's the wrong type of people you're picking. That's simply that. And then you got the run of how the stories are. You get the big openings with like Spyfall, and they're quite good stories. Then you hit it off with a lowbrow like Orphan 55. Then you get another fairly okay story. Then it goes back down again to a really mediocre story. And when you keep getting that kind of seesaw, it's not helping anyone.
Yeah,
it's not helping.
And now we talk of a delayed season like 613, and people are panicking too.
You've always said that was going to happen anyway, but the length of it is. If that's what I've read on Twitter, that's true. The length of it, that's bizarre.
Well, I don't think that's true. I think it's 10 episodes. Still.
No, but what I'm saying is, I'm talking about the length of the hiatus. 2.5 years until.
Well, didn't we say they were tricking us with delaying the special? I mean, it ends March 1st, let's say, right?
Yeah.
You wait 10 months, Philip, to release the special. 10 months is supposed to be waiting for the next series, not for a special. So they strategically put it out January the 1st, 2021, right?
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, here's our Doctor Who. Doctor Who's back. This is Series 13. No, it's not. It's the end of Series 12. It's connected to Series 12. So then they're all happy and everything. And then after it's over, then you're like, wait, when's Doctor Who coming back? Not for another 10 months.
10 to 20 months.
Not for another 10 to 12 months. Right. So now you have the same pattern. 2018, Series 11, 2019, special, 2020, Series 12, 2021, special, 2022, Series, it's a pattern. It's a pattern.
Just before 2023, 2023, boom, there's your 60th.
Series 13, 2022, Series 2023 special again. Series special. It's not rocket science. This is what they're doing. So you are tricked into thinking you have I have another special. Yet no, they put it there so they could delay it another year. They fooled you. And all these people are like, no, they can't add. These people can't add mathematics.
They're not just fooling up. They're fooling the investors who put money into Doctor Who or buying.
Yeah, correct.
That's what it is.
Well, what did I say about fooling the investors? They start to sue. Remember I told you that? China started flipping out. Now we're going to have to go to China next season, right? So the whole point is that he's lying to the investors to get the investment. And when it's not there, they're like, what are you talking about? We paid for it. This is the problem. He lied. Okay, he can't get it out. And for the guy that blocked me that said, everything's fine, don't worry, Series 15. No, because Chibnall can't get Series 15 before 2023 because that's the cutoff year. That's it. That's it. He had 5 series in 2018. There was a plan, 5-season plan, right? 5-series plan. He screwed up already. He screwed up already in 2019. He screwed up already in 2020. He's screwing up. He can't get it out.
The only way we will have a Series 15, okay, the only way is if it goes primarily to one of the streaming services. That's the only way you can hope to God it stays on for 15.
But even if it went to streaming services, the popularity, the interest has to be there.
Yeah, it's not going to
If
be
there's no
there.
interest in it,
Yeah.
it's a waste of time of doing that.
Mm-hmm. Like we were talking about earlier about The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Unless there's an interest for Doctor Who, it's not going to be there. And that's the sad thing.
It's a complete mess at the moment. I don't know what to say or think about it.
You can put it on. Jodie's good, but you're right, Phil. They've got these writers here who, half of them don't even write for sci-fi. They
they're like,
let's say, romance novels and all that type of shit.
Yeah, drama shows and stuff like that. Yeah, and
and then those who do write for sci-fi, Chibnall is not going there, is not backing things up, checking whether, okay, is this factual evidence, or are we just going to be putting it in the show for shits and giggles?
It makes me wonder why he's adding his name to other writers' work.
Because he doesn't have faith in their inexperience. He doesn't have faith. They have no experience.
Yeah.
He has to put stuff in there. So this is the thing. Why kill himself, Philip? Why stick his nose in like 6 episodes out of 10? Just hire effing sci-fi writers. What's the problem? Right?
Yeah.
This is what Moffat did after a while too. Moffat started doing that shit. That's when he was like burned out. Remember? He started doing Zygon episodes. He started adding his shit to everything. I'm like, wait a minute. What the hell is happening? Remember that? I'm like, what is he doing?
I don't know. But I'm hoping that next week's episode, can you hear me? That leads a bit more into the timeless child stuff. They've got to start ramping that up because we're near the end of this season and not much has come out of that timeless child thing.
I think that's a throwaway line. The fact they have not carried on with that, I'm strongly thinking this is a throwaway line. Chibnall thought, Moffat mentioned that in his era, so let's and since I'm dragging a lot of crap from Tennant and Smith's, I'm just going to throw that in just as a reference to the.
And that's the problem though with this, and that's the problem with that line. If he's gonna end the timeless child thing and put it right at the end of this season, and then we've got to wait all that time for season 13, then people are going to forget about it and not bother with it.
We talked about this on the cast. We said, how could you make them wait 5 years for this damn timeless child to be wrapped up?
We're talking
this shit since 2018.
They're going to do it in the 60th. You watch. That's going to be.
That would be the worst fucking thing ever.
Big huzzah for everybody.
That would be the worst thing ever. Worst thing ever. Because again, too long. You're waiting too effing long. Where the storyline isn't good enough to be carried for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. It's not. Let me just read some stuff on the side. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Blue Bonnet, a call said Blue Bonnet Whovian mentioned that Chris Chibnall cannot write good sci-fi, only drama, which is why he hired a team of only 1 to 2 sci-fi writers. She is right. Yeah, she definitely is right. She's also awesome. Check out her channel, Blue Bonnet Whovian. I said this in the past, too. We've been complaining about it, right, Scott? We've been complaining that why can't he hire Gatiss? Why can't he hire anybody else? Like, what's the problem?
Welcome back, Yvette. But didn't him and Gatiss have sort of a falling out?
Who?
Didn't I thought
Chibnall?
Yeah, I thought Chibnall.
I don't know anything about that.
Maybe I heard something, and I'm like
I know nothing about. I don't know if that's true. Yeah, I don't know about that at all.
I wouldn't say a falling out, but just a disagreement where
I don't even know, to tell you the truth. But he should get Gatiss. He should. He should get somebody.
I'd love to see Gatiss. It'd be great to see even Peter Jackson of the Lord of the Rings fame come in and take over.
Yeah.
And there is Billy Boy. Hello, Billy. We're just discussing the ratings and writers that Chibnall has that aren't doing a good job of it.
You see Billy? I don't see
Billy.
Billy.
He's over in the chat.
Why is my thing delayed? I don't even see this.
Yeah, Billy the Kid Lawrence.
I don't see him at all. I'm right next to it.
Here briefly, what's going on? Bitch and moan and complain about Doctor Who, Billy.
As Paul.
Hey guys.
Hey, what's up?
It's back.
Yeah, I worked out how to put an avatar on here now, so I'm getting there.
Look at that lady with the specs.
You don't even. There's not even a picture. You have a picture?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah,
Something's wrong on my internet today. I don't know what's going on.
It's the same little picture she's got, I think, for her
Facebook, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay. Something must be wrong with my internet. I can't see half the things here.
You know what I look like anyway, Joe.
I know what you look like, of course. No, I like my internet to work 100% where I can see everything that's going on. It's not even updating. I'm going crazy. JC Scott says Chibnall isn't a sci-fi writer. He barely qualifies as a writer at all. I doubt the BBC is going to hire a showrunner that will cast a man. Why not? Cast a man. Come on. This is crazy. Gary says Return of the Male Doctor for his 60th anniversary with a complete new showrunner. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I think they're going to do that anyway eventually. They're going to say what we tried as an experiment hasn't worked.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, but the BBC, I do know for a fact, has never ever admitted to doing anything wrong ever.
Right.
Ever.
They never admit they're wrong.
I don't think they actually like the show. I don't think they actually like the show anyway. I think they've gone back to
I tried, Billy.
I don't get it because it was that and Top Gear were their highest earners abroad, and they were bringing in shed loads of money. They wrecked Top Gear, so Doctor Who went to the #1 international spot, and then handed it over to Chibs, and he's systematically destroying it.
It's like they want to take their most popular shows and have an excuse to destroy it. And there went Joe.
Yeah, what's going on?
He's looking at his internet. He thinks he's gone to the black hole of Calcutta at the moment.
Yes. I guess he heard. I guess Chibnall heard all those bad things.
Cut the feed.
I'm kicked out of my own stream. Wow. What the hell?
Oh my god.
And now I see everybody's comments.
Are you, Joe?
Now I see everybody's comments. Now I see your pictures. Okay. YouTube hides. Wait. What did he say? YouTube hides me from Joe because they know it will cause a paradox of conflicting opinions.
Exactly.
Right. No, it's called my internet is messed up, right, Scott? Since before I was trying to get to work. No. Sorry, Billy. You're not that special. No, damn. You know what I mean, Billy.
From Billy.
Billy.
I
did not leave because get out of here, Billy.
Neil says hi. He's eating.
Oh, I'm supposed to be eating too, but trying to eat a pizza roll here and there without getting demonetized. But okay.
Oh my god.
We got demonetized that time for eating a cookie, remember?
Yeah.
It was crazy.
I can't believe it either, Phil.
They said unacceptable. New YouTube rules. No cookies allowed.
You can't eat on screen. Oh,
let me see. Let's see what happens.
Promotion.
Ready? Yellow flag not suitable for advertisers. Ready?
Beep, 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 beep.
Oh, here we go. Joe's TARDIS just rewarded him for something.
Right.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I hate to see what my TARDIS would give me if that's okay.
When you say cookie, that's a biscuit to us.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
A biscuit.
Because
that's what the TARDIS was spitting out to Jody. Right, that's what TARDIS was spitting out. Billy. Want to come in, Billy?
I don't think he can. He come in, Billy. Give us your lore and verse on current Doctor Who at the moment. Go on,
educate us on your theories because you don't like Thomas Edison. But guess what? We
Oh my
got a
God, that's
professor
good.
here that knows about Thomas Edison. So come on, Bill. She'll educate you. All right.
Billy is on headphones in public with no mic.
You, Billy. Come on.
Billy.
Headphones
don't
have a
calm down.
microphone.
Joe, would you like me to read out the
Yes,
facts
please.
on Thomas Edison for everyone?
Please, for Billy, because he's watching.
Okay, let me grab my book.
See, Billy believes Chibnall 1,000,000,000%. So
Really?
he will not. He's closed-minded to that. Whatever Chibnall says is lore and real.
I was going to say to you before you start, Yvette. I was going to say to you, Joe. How do you know what Thomas Edison was like? You weren't alive when he was around.
Right. So how do you know he's a bastard? How do you know? He wasn't.
could be.
How do you know? You don't know.
That's
You don't know he was a
exactly
dick.
what I said at the start.
You don't
of
know,
the
Philip.
story.
You don't know he was a dick. You don't know just because he was a businessman.
Oh,
You don't
Jesus,
know. Thank you for proving my point. Thank you, Philip. Thanks, Philip. You're the best, bro. Thanks.
Okay,
Go on, Yvette.
okay,
Let's hear it.
so let's do this properly, scientifically. You know what I'm like. The professor is talking, so shush, boys. Right. Okay, so Edison, the way they were portrayed in that episode was hearsay. All right, regardless of information about either of them. Edison may well have been like that, but he may not have been like that. We don't know that for sure. However, Tesla was portrayed as the quote hero and Edison the bad villainous man. Tesla, although a genius in his own right, he hated Edison. And that whole scene at the end where they made friends was ridiculous. We covered this in my stream. In Edison's obituary, because he died before Tesla, there was only one bad review, and it was from Tesla. And you can look it up on the internet. It's there for everyone to see. And he also wrote an article in the New York Times about women, how he thought they were superior in the beginning. And we think that's as far as Chibnall got in his research, because in his latter life, he actually then said the opposite of women. But let me give you some facts about him. He was born on the 11th of February, 1847 in Ohio. He amassed 1,093 patents through various means. He was a businessman and an inventor, and he was accredited, and I mean accredited, for helping to build the American economy during the Industrial Revolution. He is like a god for that. A little known fact to some was Edison designed and built the first ever electric railroad. I had a really cool picture of it, but it never got off the ground, unfortunately. The question has been asked: visionary, genius, or fraud? But to be honest, excuse me, we can't deny his ingenuity.
How could he be a fraud when he did so much for America?
Well, I just said the question was asked.
Right.
Nothing's ever been proven on any of it.
Right.
So I'm just making the point there that, not everyone agrees with everything and never will with anyone. But the facts alone, I mean, the way Tesla was portrayed was absolutely abominable, because I know Tesla quite well, his works, not him personally, because of my job. And, he was an absolute genius in his own right.
Right.
But again, he was, like a lot of geniuses, completely and utterly weird.
Right.
He had a photographic memory. He had some weird phobias, one of them being pearls. Now, specifically, pearls around women's necks, so he wouldn't go near women. He led a life of chastity. He was celibate his entire life, and he believed that was the only way he could actually do what he did. He amassed only 300 patents, because that's generally about right. Einstein was about the same. He was he is acclaimed as well for developing the underlying technology of the wireless communication over long distances. But he did have a little obsession with teleportation, which is quite interesting as well, because it was featured in the episode.
Yeah.
And he called it Tesla magnetic wall teleportation. And in the New York Times on the 21st of April, 1908, there was an article on how the electric lamp could construct new worlds. There you go, guys. Some history for you.
Well, let me ask you a question. If he was connected with teleportation, right? Is that where they got the idea from the Fly with the teleporting?
That's what I was wondering.
That's a good point,
Well,
actually.
Yeah.
That's a very good point.
Teleportation has been around as an idea
Yeah.
for as long as sci-fi has been written. I presume maybe Tesla's teleportation wasn't in pods. It was like, you can Google this. They show the diagrams. It's like walking through a field of lightning. Okay. That's how he designed it.
Like portals?
He never got it to work, obviously, because we're still stuck driving cars and sitting in
Like, in other words,
traffic
like a portal or something? Like creating a portal?
wormholes, portals, it's all to
Using
do with
his,
the theory, which I won't go
Right.
into because it's very complicated. But yeah,
coil.
some of his big theories are actually back in play at the moment because of the dark matter and dark energy.
Yeah.
That has recently we've discovered that dark energy. We did like a carbon dating test on it,
Mhm.
and it looks like it's older than the Big Bang,
Oh,
which is game changing. So
right.
you know, and his theories on the ether, if we replace the ether with dark energy and dark matter, it actually fits the model. So it's very interesting all that. But I'm not going to bore you all with science. There you go.
Right. So that, in other words, you're saying, like, not to get too sciencey, but there was a universe, then it got destroyed, and then the universe came from an old universe?
Not a clue yet.
Okay. Interesting.
There was a thing about
But
brown
yes,
dwarfs that I was watching the other day on YouTube.
It's very strange.
Hmm.
And
We
exciting.
need a vet to be on Doctor Who, so that way they keep their science fiction crap or science crap
In check.
on.
Yeah.
I vote for a vet
Scott,
being the next showrunner.
actually, Scott, I have been an advisor on a film or two.
Ooh. Ooh! See?
Ooh.
If the production company can make Doctor Who and go all over the planet to serve as location stuff, can they not at least use some of that money to make Alien Worlds, please? Because we've been on
I agree.
Oh, totally agree.
We've been on Earth.
Sick of Earth.
We've been on Earth since episode 1, and we haven't gone off anywhere as yet. We're nearly done, man. Ugh.
Well, apart
We go to
from
another planet.
Series 2.
that awful, well, no, that was Earth, wasn't it? Orphan 55. So that
Yeah,
wasn't
that was
really
Earth. That's an alternate Earth sort of thing. Sort of like
yeah, you're right. Sorry, I stand corrected.
So I'm like, oh, please, that's a TARDIS.
Yes.
It goes into fucking space. Excuse my language. It goes
Exactly.
into space, man.
I know.
For me, if they start doing that and they start using maybe getting companions who are not modern day, that would help.
Exactly. Yeah. They've not had a non-modern companion since the beginning of 2005. A New Who, man. Everyone's been normal. I want an alien companion or something from a different world, man.
Granted, I understand they want to have.
You want someone like Leela, don't you? There you go.
Wow. Yeah, I suppose so. Wow.
How about an American companion that's actually American?
Yeah.
It's all about you, isn't it? It's always about
you.
you.
You know what? What if Chibnall hates America?
He's an American.
Or the BBC in general, because what was that thing about the American writer?
Yeah, I saw that. I thought that was absolutely disgraceful.
So the company that champions diversity doesn't want to diversify to American writers.
Ooh.
And he's Stephen King's son, for Christ's sake. It's not like he hasn't got a good pedigree.
Right. So BBC screwed up. And Chibnall too.
Yep.
Discrimination.
Ooh. Anti-American.
You can't be for diversity if you don't diverse to another country.
Having problems with that whole Paul Revere thing, him running around going.
So
that's what it's about.
Philip,
Yes, sir. Yes.
So
Revolutionary War.
So all right. So BBC is about diversity, right? Right.
Well, yeah.
Okay. So they've never had an American writer, right? So why isn't that diversity?
They're talking about diversity in a sense of on-screen diversity.
All right, but he's putting stuff on screen. So why? So So you don't like Americans?
I'm not saying that.
I know you, but I'm like, so what's going on with BBC being like discriminatory?
Well, how can they be discriminatory when you Americans are their biggest drawers to the show?
Wait, so America's not watching Doctor Who now?
Probably not, but
wait,
on BBS.
Wait, did you guys come to Comic-Con? No. Wait, maybe people are angry because they didn't come to Comic-Con?
Yeah, but what did they have to? What did they have to showcase for Comic-Con? Nothing. They were still filming and everything.
Well, come on. They could have sent somebody. Stop. All right, here's the thing. So I don't think Chibnall really gives a shit about putting stuff in America, except for using America the first Comic-Con.
He's
now
using us.
He got through the door, so now he's just like, all right, we don't need to go there ever again. But I think Chibnall
ratings. Yeah, okay, we've used them enough. Don't use them anymore.
So I think it was. I think maybe someone sent me stuff today. I think it was David Blythe. That Mr. Chibnall and Jodie Whittaker are going to speak out to the masses about Series 13.
Oh, the Expo thing. Yeah, I saw that.
Yes, isn't that special? It's amazing how you get the lowest rated episode ever, and then days later you get an expo explaining another series. Wow, what timing, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. Did we have, Philip, did you have any palms? Was there any Doctor Who palms last year?
Proms. We haven't had one of those. Proms.
Right. Like Moffat always had that.
We haven't had that since, who was the last one that did it? Matt Smith.
Moffat. Right. Moffat's run. Right. So wait, you don't do that anymore because you got to be different, Chibnall. The ratings go in the toilet. So are you bringing that back now because you admit you fucked up?
But it's not really a prom. It's all about showing Doctor
Who
things that were done for this season. Like
right. So why don't they do that? Oh, because there's not enough good shit in there to make it proms. No, here's the thing. What I'm saying is,
it costs money, mate. Come on.
Listen, it costs money, but you know what though? Moffat knew how to promote Doctor Who.
We have enough money.
Moffat knew how to promote Doctor Who. It was everywhere. So he's promoting Doctor Who less and less and less. He's not doing proms. He's not doing Christmas specials. Don't you see that he's a different animal than Moffat, and he's bringing the show to the ground. But Doctor Who magazine sucks.
Maybe the appetite for that sort of thing is not just not there, and that's why they're not doing it.
You said Doctor Who magazine sucks lately.
It's always been sucking since a couple of months. So yeah, it's not been good.
Right, since they changed channels. Basically.
Well, since there's nothing to report on because, as you say,
Chibnall doesn't give them shit.
Doesn't give them anything to report on. Yeah.
So he's killing Doctor Who magazine.
Wow.
Killing it.
You can
what are you going to talk about? What are you going to talk about? You're going to talk about Chibnall's love life? What are you going to talk about?
And even when they talk about up-and-coming episodes, they don't give you nothing, no tidbits. It just glosses over it. So it gives nothing away. And that's disappointing because in the old days, they used to give you little questions about the episodes. They like, oh, what's this
Billy,
thing?
Hold on, Philip. Billy, how do you know the dude was rude? You weren't fucking there with Thomas Edison. What are you fucking talking about? What are you talking about, Billy? Doctor Who episode isn't really Thomas Edison, Billy. Come on. How the fuck do you know he was rude? How the fuck do you know? Because Chris Chibnall said it. See, this is the fucking problem. I love you, Billy, but this is the problem. People believe that when Doctor Who does an historic episode, it's fucking real historic. It's not fake shit. So they take it at face value. That's the way Thomas Edison has. Now you're going to have a whole generation of assholes believing that Thomas Edison was a dick.
But who's to say he wasn't?
But the point is, when Doctor Who, when they put shit on Doctor Who and they do an historic episode, you don't do your fucking opinion piece. You do what you know, right? So if you
it's unfair to portray Edison as a villain and Tesla as a good guy.
Yeah, but you know what? At the end of the day, Tesla popped his clogs as a poor man, didn't he? So he didn't. He didn't learn anything. He didn't earn anything out of what he tried to make. So he was the one that lost out.
No. Yeah, he did, but he was not a sweet, nice guy as they portrayed him.
I
can say that again. I can say that with that I don't know about Edison either. I never met the man, so I don't know whether he was a sweet guy.
I'm not picking on you, Billy, but I'm trying to say you cannot say he was a dick. You weren't there, dude.
No,
you don't know that, dude. You don't know that. Just because Chibnall said it doesn't mean fucking shit.
The portrayals of the two of them were wrong. Very wrong.
Yeah, Thomas Edison ain't here to defend himself. That's ridiculous.
Oh, Bill and
I'm not coming at you, Billy. I'm just saying.
I understand Billy now. He's one half of Bill and Ted, so he's met Edison. I get it now.
Well, being excellent to each other is not bad mouthing Thomas Edison. You son bitch! Party on, dude! You were there.
So what did you drink back then, there, Billy?
Billy was there. He's responsible for the Bernstein Bears, you bastard.
There we go. This is the latest.
Mucking up time.
Downloaded to my Kindle.
There you go.
That's an old one. Hang on.
Okay, so.
Oh, good.
That's the one that they just downloaded to my Kindle. So
I love that picture of him there, of Patrick.
That's funny, Gary. Oh, that's bad, man. Yes, he was in. He's the reason Clara died, Gary. That damn cyborg. She took the Raven for him, so he could be in friggin' Doom Patrol with Cyborg. Some bitch.
I'd like to shake that Raven's hand myself.
I'm talking about the actor. Yeah.
Oh. I'd still like to shake the Raven's hand.
So bird was the word.
So does that mean that Clara got flipped the bird?
Yeah. That's why she made some eggs, baby. Oh. And that night, and she loves scrambling that shit.
Okay.
All right. Sorry, that was a little more
recent than I thought. Down there.
Right.
So basically, that whole saying getting knocked over by a feather, I guess Clara proved it.
I agree, Billy. Bring back Pink on the couch. Danny Pink. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I have a mug of Danny Pink, by the way.
Joe?
Yes.
Neil said give him a couple of minutes and they'll be on.
Okay. Yes, I did make a Danny Pink mug. Proud of that. That's right.
I'm surprised you fit it on your mug, considering it's so big and large.
You saw the mug, didn't you?
I did indeed.
You did. You did.
Yes.
And I think Sasha Dewan's going to make another. He's going to make it on another mug. I think.
I like that question, Gary. Wonder what previous doctors think of the current one. Shit.
Well, we heard what they tried to say, and then they got off Twitter for a little while. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think
anyone that has worked for the BBC or has previously worked for the BBC, unless they've had a run-in with them, would not slate Doctor Who.
The only person that did was
work.
So the only person that did that was Peter Davison. And he got a lot of flack on Twitter. And then he had to shut down his
Yeah.
Twitter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that sucks.
yeah, yeah.
Capaldi, I
man.
think, was the one that wanted to do the rock star thing because that was him, not Moffat. I don't think.
But
I think
Moffat's spoken out about it a bit.
Oh yeah, because I thought Capaldi influenced a lot of stuff in there, like what he wore and everything too. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, Danny Pink was a wasted character because Moffat made him a wasted character. Like he didn't really resolve him well enough, you know.
Moffat had
I
lost
thought.
interest. This was the problem. He was working on other things, and it was
Well,
a
no,
real
they went to that
pity.
tour. They went on that tour together. Remember?
Yeah,
And
they did.
I was telling Scott he did something to piss Moffat off, I believe.
Yeah, he had to have.
Where Moffat changed his mind about the next season with Danny Pink, and Danny Pink was done because he was still in the Nethersphere. All you had to do was pluck him out of there, and they just didn't get him.
Danny Pink. I didn't
No.
like Danny Pink. Yeah. Yeah, I did like the Nez.
Ah,
Sear.
ah.
Yeah, thank you. I did like that. I liked the whole thought process of that. It was very clever.
Ruth is not pre-Hartnell, bro. And you will see me flip, obviously.
Wait till you watch that.
Joe,
Wait till
Joe,
you watch that one I sent you.
she's
You're
going to
gonna.
be pre-Arnold,
This is
trust
a
me,
really
mate.
good one.
She ain't gonna be shit.
She's going to be pre. You watch. You're going to have a heart attack. You're going to burn all your
I'm not gonna have a
toys.
heart attack. I'm not gonna have a heart attack. I'm not gonna start lighting up TARDISes, putting fireworks underneath the TARDIS so it can go off into space.
There's one
Wait a
thing
minute,
none
wait a
of us
minute.
have really thought about is he might not even ever explain it, and we'll never see her again, and that's
Yeah.
that.
Wait a minute. I want to know something. There was a Kickstarter campaign about a guy that was getting thousands and thousands of dollars to make a TARDIS and put it in space. What happened to that? Where is it?
There's no. You
Chip was
can't
stepped
put-
in.
I
Well,
never heard about.
They were going to put it on a rocket. They were going to put it on an American rocket, and they were going to just let the TARDIS fly around in space like a model of it, or they were building one to just put it in space, just to put it in space.
Do you mean
and it was,
into an orbit
Yeah.
around the Earth?
yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't have lasted long. The orbit would have degraded quite quickly.
Why
But
could they just shot it out?
it
in
would have
space?
been quite cool to see that.
Yeah. They could have just shot it out
Without
in space.
correction with rockets, anything orbiting the Earth will degrade slowly but surely.
Yeah.
But that would have been cool to see. Yeah.
The big if
But,
BBC shuts down Doctor Who, Big Finish is still there. I know. Yeah.
Exactly.
I know.
You got other outlets for it. So.
Well, I predicted. I said on Twitter. I said if Doctor Who ends, then we're gonna have a third incarnation of the show. Probably call it Third Who, because you have you have classic series, you have New Who. This will be Third Who. 5 to 10 years, they'll come back. That's what I think.
I don't think you're going to get it back after this.
I
one,
know
because
we're gonna get
they're
back.
going to say, it's a done dog, mate. We
No,
tried.
man.
We tried a second reboot. It's not working out. Let's just give it a.
Well, it was
Yeah.
working out for a long time.
Yeah.
It was working out great.
For a long time, 15 years,
Yeah.
whatever it is. Come on, man, it wasn't working out. That's their stupid mentality.
Okay, it was working out up until shall we
Chipper
say?
fucked it up.
Yeah, but that's being biased though. Because
Why is that? Is that no? Listen. This is a business. Okay. There is no. Did I hurt your feelings? Are you okay, Chip? No. The guy is fucking up Doctor Who. It's a business. The ratings are going down. You need to hold people accountable. So if you're fucking
And
doing the
Chip's
wrong
the
thing,
one
you're
that needs to be
fired.
held accountable.
Why are we like pussyfooting around like, oh, are you upset by the comments, Chip? No, it's okay. You can make the show go run to the ground. If it gets canceled, it gets canceled. It's okay, Chips. It's okay. Good boy, good boy. Bullshit. Goodbye.
Totally.
We're getting
Are
money.
you going to say the same? Are you,
episodes?
What?
When Neil gets here, he'll be able to give you the exact figures.
What, Philip?
are we going to say the same thing for the next showrunner who makes the hiccup of Doctor Who? I don't understand. I think this show is cursed anyway. It's always been
It's
cursed.
not cursed.
Nobody
Why
wants
is it
to be.
cursed?
Yeah, but no one wants to be showrunner.
Then he
Okay.
shouldn't have fucking accepted the position then.
They forced him into it because they couldn't find
Come on,
anybody else.
nobody forces money in somebody's fucking hands. Get out of here. I know they got him drunk, but don't give me that shit. Don't give me that shit. Hello, Neil.
Bill, stop winding him up. Hey, Neil.
Hello, you're right.
How are you?
Not too bad, you.
How was lunch or breakfast or whatever? What is it, lunch, dinner?
Dinner here.
How was dinner?
Rushed, seeing as I had a teenager up at casualty with a possible broken leg.
Oh my God! Hope he feels better.
How is he?
It's all right. It's just badly. Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, he'll just use it as an excuse not to do
Just drink a Corona. He should be okay.
Yeah, I mean, he'll just use it as an excuse now to not do his paper round, to not do any kind of physical activity at school. So, yeah, it'll be an excuse thing for the next 10 days probably now.
Wow.
So, it serves him right. He wasn't wearing shin pads playing football or soccer, as you call it.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So, yeah, he got a football boot to the shin.
Wow. Oh no. So talk to us about ratings, sir.
Ratings. Bloody hell.
Exactly. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
What, the fact that we're approaching possibly the lowest ever if it keeps going on this decline?
Mm-hmm.
I just got kicked out again. What's going on with this internet, man? Okay. Talk to us about ratings.
Well, yeah. So as I just said, as you disappeared, if it keeps going on this decline, we're going to get the lowest ever, aren't we? It's, and I mean, Capaldi had
the lowest previously would have been Eaters of Light with 2 million plus.
Yeah, 2.89. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that off the top of my head. I've got a spreadsheet next to me that tells me all my ratings.
I guess she'll beat that next episode. Next episode will probably be lower than that.
I'm not sure it'll go as low as 2.89, but it's certainly going to be. I mean, what were we this week? 3.97.
It'll be 2.6. I don't think there's no interest. What is going on that
used to Sea Devils?
What's going on next episode that's so exciting?
Well, this Can You Hear Me one, I can't believe anybody's going to be that interested in. No. It's
it's all about twisting people's head with nightmares.
Yeah.
And
probably done that.
Possibly a bit more added to the Timeless Child thing, because he will delve into the Doctor's mind and see all the things about the Timeless Child, apparently.
Well, that'd be nice, because we haven't seen much since the first episode. So.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing this whole thing, I mean, it was like last week, not even a single mention of Jack, not even a single mention of Dr. Ruth. So clearly that they filmed last week's episode before any of that happened.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
Yeah. So, but you would have thought if Chibnall had got a brain, he would have put just something in, a scene that they'd filmed afterwards. Just say, right, well, even though we're about to go and do an episode where it's nothing to do with it, we'll just mention Jack and we'll mention just to keep some continuity going. But
they were hoping Jack would pick up the episode 2-1.
Yeah.
They could have had a scene with Jack trying to track the Doctor and bumping into Ruth.
That's what I'm saying. He should, since he was told that he was a woman, it would be great to have him run into Ruth and go, "Oh, the Doctor." And she looks at her like, "Who the f are you?"
It's not rocket science, is it, guys? If any of us can come up with something better, what is Chips doing?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Doesn't even Chips know.
Yeah.
But I mean, you couldn't have shoehorned that Jack scene in any more than he possibly did. It literally looked so out of place.
Totally.
The scenes backwards and forwards just didn't make any sense. The bit where they pinched Graham out of the cafe or whatever it was, just you could tell that wasn't filmed for him to be taken out of that scene.
Yeah.
Just used a bit of a CGI thing to get rid of him. And but it comes back to the same old thing. I mean, the book stops at Chibnall, and it's a mess at the minute.
And Yvette said that whole thing that wasn't pre-planned for the episode anyway. So it tells me they had the episode already made. They did a screening of it, and the people who were screening going, this is nice. What could make this better? And they probably drew Jack's name out of a hat, so they tossed Jack in it.
I mean, it couldn't have been more of a ratings boost if he tried, could it? I mean,
I know.
Bring it-
That was a
That's
whole
all that
ratings
was for,
throw.
was to boost the ratings.
Bring in Jack.
I said that. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew somebody did.
Which nobody knows where the bloody hell she's come from. And I mean, the amount of theories that are going about this new Dr. Ruth, I don't think it's going to be any of them.
So Dr. Ruth Westheimer's going to be in the next episode.
Say again.
Dr. Ruth West, she was a famous sexologist here in the States.
Yeah, I see what you mean. What I call the Dr. Ruth, yeah. But I just think.
Did you watch that other theory I sent?
I did, and it's like a mixture of a couple of theories, isn't it? Because.
But it's quite an interesting alternate timeline one. I've sent it to the boys so they can watch it after.
Yeah.
It was one that we hadn't considered.
Well, not in that way, no. But it's still the same old. I don't think we've any of us have hit it on the head yet. I think Chibnall, in that brain of his, is going to have had some sort of epiphany, and that nobody has thought of.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I say it could be the master in disguise. I keep going on that. I'm staying on that track.
Yeah, with Chibnall.
I think he's never going to mention it again. I think
you have to.
that's it. Never hear from her again, and there'll be no resolution at all. That's
They
my
keep
guess.
kicking me out. Sorry. I don't know what the hell's happening.
You're having some technical issues tonight, aren't you, Joe?
It's crazy. I don't know. I had it before we came in. Scott, I was trying to fix it. Something's going on around here.
Mind you, it happened to us the one night. I was hosting, and it kicked me off, but left Yvette and the others in the stream.
Wow. I'm just glad we didn't lose. I'm just glad we didn't lose the stream. That's for sure.
Yeah. StreamYard does have a few glitches occasionally, but it's still quite. I mean, it's still a good way of doing these streams, but it does have a few glitches.
No, Billy, I don't think that root is pre-heart. No, I don't care what they say.
Yeah, it's not. No.
Okay, and if it does,
then obviously Doctor Who's getting cancelled, isn't it?
I cannot understand why you can't marry the fact that.
Yeah, I did, Billy.
I don't understand why you can't accept that.
How could it be possible that is pre-heart? How?
Because she's from a previous regeneration.
That doesn't
cycle.
make any sense.
Why?
The TARDIS wouldn't look like that.
Well, maybe she's been to Earth before.
Come on, that's a cop out. Come on.
What? So she'd what? So
what? Wait a minute. If the TARDIS is traveling and all over the place now, it's the form of a police box. Why wouldn't the chameleon circuit work then?
Yeah, I mean,
maybe she liked that shape and kept it like
that.
He's tried to fix it numerous times though.
Well, the Sixth Doctor fixed it.
Well, I don't know. And that would explain why when Hartnell landed on Earth as a police box, and it just happened to break down at that point. That's why
it didn't really break down. She just fixed it where it wouldn't change. That's ridiculous.
It depends what he writes. We don't know what he's going to write.
Listen, here's the thing. Why would you want to have anything out?
Oh, and he's gone.
Oh, geez. Yeah, man, you really want to win this argument. You kicked him out.
One thing I will say is, where Chibnall's concerned, I wouldn't put anything past him.
Yeah.
So it's if you decide to do that. Sorry, Joe. Do you want to carry on where you were? Because I know it.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Why would you want to have something that's before that's going to wreck the whole foundation of Doctor Who? It's not going to make it better or make it interesting or make it go propel for another 20 years. It's going to piss people off to leave. Why would you want to wreck the very thing that the foundation? Hold on, Scott. Let Philip answer.
It's not wrecking anything, though. It's just adding to it.
It doesn't add to it. He had a granddaughter. He ran away. He took a TARDIS. He ran away from Gallifrey for a reason. Now you got this whole other element in it. That's bullshit. And it also screws up the count of the Doctors, because you can't say that 1 is 1, he's 13, and then you can't say 10 is 10, he's whatever. You're messing up the whole thing. No.
It was already wrecked. It was already wrecked when they introduced the War Doctor into the.
No, it wasn't wrecked, because here's the thing. The thing with the War Doctor is, you do what I say you do. You say that they fucking lied to the 8th Doctor, that his regeneration wouldn't work, just to get another regeneration from the potion to make it. What if the Sisterhood of Karn, knowing the history, right? knew that they had to step in and put a regeneration in there to alter the outcome of the Time War. That you think it's Clara, but it's really them. And they gave him an extra regeneration that they basically decided what that incarnation was going to be before the 9th. There's a reason why when the mission was done, he didn't even know the regeneration just kicked in. Because this was like a temporary regeneration potion, a temporary fix that when the mission's done, then that's all the potion was there for, is to get the job done. Then boom, the regeneration was blocked. Now it kicks in. That's the point.
Yes, I do, really.
I mean, from our point of view, we see them as first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth Doctors, whatever. But from the character's point of view, they don't refer them to themselves as fourth Doctor, fifth Doctor.
Exactly.
So
Wow.
the only one I can remember that's ever referred to a number was Peter Davison in the fifth Doctor, in the 5.
Well, Clara asked you if you're the 11th Doctor, and he said yes, but like he did admit that he was the 11th Doctor.
Did he say he was the 11th Doctor, or did he say he
He
was?
said he said he was 11, but he lied because he knew he was the last one.
Catch that. Could you try again?
Now my bloody Siri's going off on my phone.
That's what happens to Joe with
I've lost Joe again.
I have to call up my service provider because I'm getting pissed now. I can't even be in my own cast. Clara said, "You're the 11th Doctor," and he said, "Yes, but the name I chose." He goes on to say that even though he's the 11th Doctor, that yes, there's a possibility there's another incarnation that decided, "Hey, I don't feel like being a Doctor today."
Yeah, I mean, there are a couple of instances, as I say. Peter Davison did refer him to himself as the fourth regeneration. We're prompting Richard Hurdnell as the first Doctor to say, so there are 5 of me now. And you've just mentioned the Matt Smith one. So there are a couple of instances, but I don't recall all of them recalling sort of saying that, yeah, I'm the 6th or I'm the 9th or I'm the whatever. So
right.
I suppose from the character's point of view, the number change won't matter so much. From our point of view, though, that's a totally different story. And everybody, I mean, even just down to
Sacrilege.
even just down to
It just helps us to reference which Doctor as well that we're watching. If we're watching the DVD, I'm watching the first Doctor today, or I'm watching the second Doctor DVD today. That's all it is. A reference for us to know where we are.
But now you're trying to find where the hell you could put her in if she's pre, and I don't think that's going to fit.
Well, where else are you going to put her?
She's a Meta-Crisis Doctor extension.
Nah.
Why?
No.
Why not?
No.
If you look at her police box, it's the closest it resembles is the 70s police box. So
you're saying that it's like when John Pertwee TARDIS, you're saying? The third Doctor?
The John Pertwee's or Tom Baker's early ones, yeah. Because it resembles...
I'm going between Patrick Troughton and, as you say, John Pertwee.
So let's just say Patrick Troughton's Doctor goes on missions, gets in trouble, has to regenerate.
He was
the Time Lords have to step in. The Time Lords have to step in, make him regenerate back to the second Doctor, and then put him back in place, right? If that happens.
Well, think about it. She worked for the CIA.
Yeah.
So that makes you think, then it must have been somewhere where, when they did that season 6B thing that people keep talking about, she must be in that slot. Because she's.
In other words, if something went wrong and the Doctor got hurt and he's regenerating before he's supposed to regenerate, technically the Time Lords have to give him another regeneration to turn him back and give him another regeneration so nothing's missing, and then put him back in time, correct?
Maybe take him from his timeline with the trial of the Time Lord.
All right, wait. If Clara got her arm chopped off, all right, while she's traveling with Ishilda, right, and she goes back to Gallifrey, right, put me back in. They got to give her her arm back and then put her back in. She has to be the exact way she was before she stepped out of there. Correct? Yeah. So isn't that the same situation with the second Doctor, that they got to put him back in the way he was?
I mean, if that's the case, then yes, and they've got to give him an extra regeneration as well.
Correct.
Because otherwise, you would, regardless of whether he could remember it or not, you'd get to Matt Smith's. Well, actually, you'd get to David.
Well, you wouldn't remember it because they're not allowed to remember those missions.
No, but what I'm saying is, if they didn't give him the extra regeneration and just blanked his memory, then he wouldn't have got as far as Matt Smith. David Tennant would have been his last.
And because he was on those missions, he was doing those missions so long that he was aging.
Yeah.
And you saw his hair was gray, and he went and found all his companions that they erased their memory and gave them back to them. So they traveled with them again.
It's a weird one to get your head around.
I know. The only way she would fit would be after the second, but then they just did away with whatever. That's the only thing I can see. I can't see anything else. There's no other spot.
She has to be, yeah. She either has to be.
There is another spot.
After two.
There is another spot. It's called the unknown spot. So there you go.
No,
Yeah.
there's no other spot.
I still honestly believe that Chibnall will come up with something none of us have thought of. But
Well, Yvette sent me she sent me a theory. I
Like
gotta
I
watch that.
said, he's not going to tell us at all. He'll just disappear into nothingness.
and that's a very strong possibility with Chibnall as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. What I'm going to do is we're going to have to go because my internet is getting all crazy. So I'm going to have to try to fix this problem. I don't know if I can in a matter of minutes, but if I do get it in control, we'll be back later if you guys are all free. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, your internet.
Listen, you know what? It was raining last night. There's a storm. I don't know. So we'll see. All right. Thank you, guys.
No problem.
Hey, great
Bye,
to see
guys.
you.
All right. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye.
Hey.